Did you know that 56% of paper used in 2007 was recycled? I mean, that is a lot of paper, right?
Yeah.
And if you recycle just 1 ton of paper alone, you would save 17 fully grown trees, 7,000 gallons of water, 3 cubic yards of space in land, 2 barrels of oil, or 4,100 kilowatts of electricity being used an hour. Now that's a lot, right? And we barely even recycle. Now imagine how much more we'd save if everybody did their part. Paper, which I'm doing my next one on paper. 1 year's worth of a subscription to New York Times, that's 520 pounds of paper used. Every ton of paper that you recycle saves about 17 trees. Now, forests are being cut down at a rate of 100 acres a minute. I know, right? She's awestruck. I'll told the horror. A plant takes up to from 15 to 20 years to fully grow, but it takes less than 10 minutes to cut one down. And on an average, 1 tree can yield 700 grocery bags, which will be consumed in less than an hour by a supermarket. So, she seems to be the only one understood getting it. Everyone else is like, that's all there is. Glass. Did you know that all glass, any glass that you see, it can be recycled even just a little bit, any glass. It's important to recycle glass because, well, you can recycle it an infinite number of times without it, deteriorating in quality. But if you just throw glass away, it'll just sit there because glass never breaks down. It'll just sit there and sit there and sit there, so it's just going to keep piling up. And the energy you save from recycling 1 bottle causes 20% less air pollution and 50% less water pollution than if you just go out and make another bottle of glass from scratch. So, recycling glass is better than just making it and dumping it. The next topic is aluminum. 97% of all soft drink cans are made of aluminum. It requires only 5% as much energy when a can is made of recycled aluminum as compared to when you make one from scratch. And the lifespan of an aluminum can is about 6 weeks on average. And what that basically means is it takes a can 6 weeks to be manufactured, filled, sold, recycled, and then remade again to complete the whole process. So if we just recycled, it would take barely any time to replenish all of our cans that we use, and it would make less pollution. Not a lot less, but still less is more. Now, as more and more people come into this world, right? Which means more and more items are used, which means more and more pollution is made. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean more and more things are renewed, though. And that's the problem. We need to, as more and more people come in, we need to increase our recycling, not excrementally. We don't need to just, increase it just a little bit, because eventually we'll run out of all those resources, and then we'll either just, panic or move on to the next thing until that's run out. So you guys see why it's important. I mean, it's happening today. Deforestation, panic over the next few years when our oil reserves dry up, wars over diamonds and trapped miners in Chile over just resources, where instead if we just replenished all these things, it'd be a whole lot simpler world, wouldn't it? So that is my presentation on recycling, and if you have any questions on where our plant is or anything, or our recycling areas, just ask, and I will tell you. Thank you.